This is the Vive three-wheel mobility scooter, electric-powered mobile wheelchair device for adults, folding, collapsible, and compact for travel. It's a clean, practical-looking scooter with a compact frame, 3 flat-free 8-inch tires, a padded black vinyl seat with armrests, and a simple tiller console. The lines are straightforward and sturdy rather than flashy, and the proportions make sense for daily use in stores, sidewalks, and around the house. I was drawn to the low profile, the small turning circle, and the seat that swivels to the side, which makes getting on and off much easier on my back. From my experience, the setup and transport story is a major win. It breaks down into 4 pieces without tools. The heaviest piece is 29 pounds, which isn't feather light, but it's manageable for loading into a sedan trunk. I've done this solo, and it fit fine alongside a couple of small bags. Reassembly is quick. Line up the parts, lock them in, and you're rolling. The scooter weighs about 84 pounds fully assembled, and measures roughly 38 by 20 by 20 inches. So you get a solid footprint without feeling oversized in tight spaces. Key features that stand out to me are the comfortable 16.9-inch wide seat that swivels, the flip-up padded armrests, and the height adjustment lever. If you're new to scooters, that swivel matters a lot. Instead of twisting your body or backing into a seat, you can turn the seat toward you, sit, then swivel forward to drive. The armrests pop up to give more room, which helps with transfers from a chair or a car. On the tiller, the controls are easy to understand. A variable speed dial to set your top speed, a forward-reverse lever, a headlight switch, a horn, and a color-coded battery indicator. The indicator is handy because you can glance down and know whether you should keep going or plan a charge. The performance is geared for everyday mobility. In my opinion, 3.7 miles per hour is a comfortable top speed for sidewalks and store aisles. And the range, up to 12.4 miles per charge, has been more than enough for errands and long days out. I've taken it through a full day at an amusement park and still had charge left, and I've done a long round of shopping on mixed indoor surfaces without touching the charger afterward. The tires are flat-free and non-marking, so I don't worry about punctures or scuffs. The frame is rated to 265 pounds, and the overall build feels solid. Vive Health backs the frame with a 5-year guarantee, which gives me confidence in the bones of the machine. Steering is light, the turning radius is tight, right around 2.6 feet, so weaving between racks, making U-turns at the end of an aisle, and getting through doorways feels natural. On smooth surfaces like tile, hardwood, carpet, and pavement, the ride is stable and predictable. The headlight is bright enough to be seen in dim parking areas, and the horn helps in busy spaces. There are trade-offs. The biggest one is slow speed control. The speed dial is a limiter, not a true throttle. The drive lever itself behaves more like an on-off switch than a proportional trigger. If I set the dial low and feather the lever, it still wants to jump to that limited speed instead of easing up smoothly. That means creeping along in a dense crowd can feel jerky, with a stop-start rhythm that's not as refined as I'd like. It's manageable when the walkway opens up, and it's fine at a steady pace, but when I need to match the exact speed of slow walkers, it takes more attention than expected. Surface expectations matter too. This scooter shines on flat ground. It'll handle small thresholds and standard door transitions, but the ground clearance is on the lower side. Think of ground clearance as the space between the lowest part of the scooter and the ground. Low clearance keeps you stable, but can catch on higher lips, uneven curbs, or rutted ground. Grass, gravel, and bumpy paths aren't its strong suit. I can do a short patch of lawn if it's even and dry, but I prefer sidewalks and paved paths. If your routine includes parks with smooth loops, malls, supermarkets, and medical offices, you're in the sweet spot. I also ran into a few design quirks. The battery can charge on or off the scooter, which is great, but the pack doesn't have a built-in handle, so carrying it feels awkward. The front basket is handy for smaller items, just not large enough to stash the battery during transport. I'd love a more positive click when seating the battery, so I know it's locked in place without double-checking. None of these are deal breakers for me, but they're worth knowing. As for reliability, the machine feels well put together. The frame and panels line up, and there's no rattling when I'm on smooth surfaces. I've seen mostly positive feedback about long-term use. I did come across a report of a customer service tangle years after purchase, but my own support interactions have been straightforward and responsive. Your mileage may vary, as with any product. It's perfect for someone who needs a portable scooter that's easy to load into a car, wants a comfortable seat that swivels for easier transfers, and spends most of the time on flat indoor floors or smooth sidewalks. The speed range suits errands and day trips, and the battery life removes range anxiety for typical routines. The simple control layout means a quick learning curve. If you're planning family outings or vacations where the scooter rides in the trunk and reassembles at your destination, this design checks a lot of boxes. From my experience, the scooter's comfort is a daily benefit. I can sit for a couple of hours without fidgeting. The seat padding is supportive without being squishy. The backrest keeps me upright, and the armrests at the right height let me relax my shoulders. The tiller's angle adjustment lets me bring the controls closer, which helps if I'm wearing a jacket or if my shoulders are tired. In my opinion, the most important thing to decide is where you'll use it most. If your days involve crowded street fairs or busy theme park bottlenecks where you need ultra-precise slow-speed control, the on-off feel of the lever may frustrate you. If your days involve spacious stores, community centers, sidewalks, and parking lots, it's a smooth, reliable ride with excellent portability. I'd recommend this for anyone up to 265 pounds who values easy transport, wants a simple, intuitive scooter, and prefers comfort-forward features like a swivel seat, flip-up armrests, and a straightforward dashboard. I'd also recommend it for caregivers who need to break a scooter down quickly and lift manageable pieces, or for people recovering from surgery who want to stay active without overexertion. If you expect rough ground, frequent grass, or curbs taller than a standard threshold, I'd look at something with higher clearance, larger tires, or suspension. A quick rundown of what I keep in mind each time I use it. I set the speed dial to match the space I'm in. I glance at the battery indicator before I head out. I keep to flat paths when possible. And I pack what I need in the front basket so I'm not juggling items in my lap. Charging overnight from a wall outlet is simple, whether the battery is on the scooter or taken off and brought inside. In conclusion, the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter focuses on the parts of mobility that matter every single day: easy transport, comfortable seating, intuitive controls, and dependable range. It's not a rough terrain cruiser, and it's not built for slow-motion weaving through shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, but it excels on the kind of surfaces most of us use all week long. If that matches your life, it's a strong, practical choice that delivers consistent independence with minimal fuss. I will leave all the information about the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.